Hello. So I woke up just recently. It's the middle of the night, and I just felt like sharing my testimony. Um, I'm 31 years old, and I about to be 32. I spent the majority of my life as a gay man. Had boyfriends, did drag, did a lot of things, and I hated Christians. I thought they were the dumbest people. I would actually say that they were moronic, and I had all these reasons of why the Bible was stupid to believe in and didn't make any sense, all this stuff. And I went and rode with my dad one day to visit my grandmother, and they talked about Christian stuff, and I just would get annoyed and all that. And on the drive back, I was just mad. I vented to my mom about it, and within like a day or two, I was going through YouTube, and it's not gonna make sense to you. It might make sense to some, but it's not gonna make sense to a lot of people. But basically, um, God showed me this aha, oh, wait a minute moment through the lion and the lamb, and it made me do a 180. I realized that I was completely wrong, and I got saved right then, and then I was going through the growing process, and it was a process because for the first first few years, I was just learning God, learning the Word, and I for a little while I had made it okay in my mind that I could still be gay, and but then I came to realize that that's not what the Bible says, and that's okay because He's God. It's His law, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a I believe the lie that you're born that way, and it's not true. It's not. I can tell you because I've been to many gay clubs. 85% of those gay people were either, molested as a child, they had a broken family, or they just they were mainly raised by their mom, or they were always around their mom, like gay men at least, always around their mom. That's why when you would go into one of these gay clubs, almost every single guy would sound exactly like their mother. Same voice, same mannerisms, and it shows that they're not born that way. They're not taught that way either. They become that way through circumstances. Um, because people will say, I didn't choose to be this way. I didn't choose to be gay either. I became that way, and but through God, He how can I say this? With understanding God and God's law, I decided, okay, I'm not gonna live in sin. I'm not gonna be perfect, but I'm not gonna live in sin. And I am saved, so I'm not gonna be partakers of these things that God's clearly against. And so I would pray to God, and at first I kept trying to just stop on my own because I had a really bad lust issue as well, like pornography. I could not quit it. I could not quit it. I could not quit it. I kept trying to quit it. I tried all kinds of different techniques. I even went to SAA, which is a sex addicts anonymous. But I couldn't. I just couldn't quit it. And one day on YouTube, which is the same place that gave me that aha moment, that wait, what moment that made me do the 180 to get saved. Um, YouTube, I made a comment because I saw this street preacher trying to preach at an LGBT place, and he's being real loving. He was trying to just get people to Christ because that's the important thing. They get them to Christ, and then Christ can change them. Because I can tell you for sure, because he changed me. I lived most of my life as a gay man. I don't have those. I don't have that at all anymore. But what I was saying though, what's funny is I was on YouTube one day watching a street preacher on an LGBT video thing. He was preaching to them, and I decided to make a comment and say, you know, I'm no longer choosing. I'm no longer a gay man, and I am. Uh, God changed me because I did. At that time, I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it. And it's the craziest thing because I made this statement saying, I am no longer a gay man. I lived most of my life as a gay man, but the Lord delivered me. Um, it was like my lust for my porn because I still had a huge porn addiction up until then. It was like it just went and it just went away. It's like I had to confess it. I had to say it out loud and take a stand. And I'm not saying that that that's how it always happens because I'm working on my food now because I have a food addiction as well. But uh, and I do have those random moments of lust, but it's not like how it was. It literally used to be all day or a majority of the day, every single day, and I couldn't go more than 2 or 3 days. Um, you know, sorry, I didn't mean to be graphic, but after making that and praying to God and making that statement, he's took it away from me, and it's I'm so thankful for that. I'm so I kept praying for discernment and to understand what's of God versus what's of the world. And if you pray that, you will start to you I mean, I prayed it often because I started seeing how all these things are just lies. You're just fed lies from the enemy from every direction. And Jesus and his word is the only truth. And there's a lot of people that will say that they're preaching the word, and sometimes they get it wrong, and so then you feel like, who can you trust? You can trust Jesus. Don't trust any man. Don't trust me even. No one. We're all liars. Um, we're all not good. Only Jesus is good. And um, he the things like me speaking and doing a testimony and trying to get you to God, that's from God. So that's good. If I try to share the word and I mess up, I misunderstand part of the doctrine or something, which I just realized I did just recently, that's on me. That was me coming to my own understanding. And see, if I did tell my mom this and I did tell my friend Matt this, and then once I came to the realization, I had to tell them that, hey, turns out I was wrong. I didn't realize I was lying to you, and it wasn't with bad intent, but I was. So, when you're trying to learn about God, guard your heart, pray about it. Um, Anytime you're learning the Word and just your walk, always talk to God, pray, be patient. You know, meditate on what you think He's guiding you to do and stuff, um, and say, and just know He can really he can change anyone. I just wasn't I was an alcoholic, food addict, porn addict, homosexual. Me and my friends we'd go to the bar every single weekend, for years, getting not just like drunk, but like blackout drunk. Um, but the Lord delivered me from that, and I'm very thankful of that. And He can deliver you too. He can deliver anyone. You just have to seek Him. And I just wanted to say that, and I love you guys. Just seek the Lord with your heart always, every day. Pray to Him every day. You don't have a relationship with someone for just an hour on Sundays or just for a few minutes before every meal. Talk to him often, all the time. And you don't have to, it doesn't have to always be in the just a like prayer setting. You can I talk to him in the car while I'm driving. I talk to him in my room. Those are like my prayer closet areas where I feel like I can be by myself. Um, just, talk to him, pray to him, ask him things, and humble yourself. Because if you can't humble yourself, how are you going to change? So, I love you guys. God bless. Stay focused on Christ.